Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 times movie villains got what they deserved.
You see, I shall never be king. And you shall never see the light of another day.
For this list, we'll be going over instances when big screen antagonists received fitting punishments for their actions. This doesn't necessarily involve death, but it does need to be appropriate. If there's a movie villain who deserved to be on our list, let us know in the comments. Number 10. Dennis Nedry, Jurassic Park. Industrial espionage is a dangerous business. Of course, it's usually not this dangerous. A programmer at the titular dinosaur park, Dennis Nedry, agrees to smuggle out dino embryos to a competing company.
You shouldn't use my name.
Dodson! Dodson! We've got Dodson here! See, nobody cares. Nice hat.
However, in doing so, he disables the entire park's security, leading to dinosaurs running amok. Nedry gets lost in a storm while trying to escape the island, and his mockery of a nearby dinosaur soon comes back to bite him. Literally. Not even saying the magic word would have gotten him out of this one.
You didn't say the magic word.
Please! God damn it! Hate this hacker crap!
Number 9. Biff Tannen, Back to the Future. Biff Tannen is the quintessential movie jerk. Mean, dumb, and a complete sleazeball.
Do you realize what would happen if I hand in my homework in your handwriting? I'll get kicked out of school. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? Would you?
He torments Marty McFly's dad, George, in high school and ends up being his supervisor at work.
Do you realize what would happen if I handed my reports in your handwriting? I'll get fired. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? Would you?
Thankfully, thanks to Marty's time travel shenanigans, that all changes. When Biff assaults Marty's mother, Lorraine, George steps in, punching him right in the face and knocking him out. When Marty returns to his own time, in 1985, Biff has become far more mild-mannered. In fact, he seems to look up to George, who hires him to wax the family's cars.
Now, Biff, I want to make sure that we get 2 coats of wax this time, not just 1.
Just finishing up the second coat now.
Now, Biff, don't con me.
I'm sorry, Mr. McFly.
Number 8. Scar, the Lion King. Scar is a deliciously evil lion, but he ends up proving delicious in a far more literal way.
My friends.
Friends? I thought he said we were the enemy.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
The scheming brother of Mufasa, the king of the Pride Lands, Scar arranges a stampede and manages to kill Mufasa in the chaos.
No one ever means for these things to happen. But the king is dead. And if it weren't for you, he'd still be alive.
After driving Simba away and taking over the Pride, Scar brings it to ruin by letting the hungry hyenas run rampant. However, the usurper king is undone when Simba battles his uncle and defeats him.
Run. Run away, Scar. And never return.
Scar tries to blame the hyenas, but this proves to be a mistake, as they overhear his betrayal and find a new way to satisfy their hunger.
No, I didn't mean... No!
Number 7. Percy Wetmore, The Green Mile. A sadistic guard at a penitentiary, Percy is domineering and cruel to the prisoners on death row, despite his fear of them.
You've been declared competent, son. You know what that means? Means you're gonna ride the lightning. Yeah.
Percy, could you shut up? Give us a hand here.
He even kills Dell's pet mouse and sabotages his execution to cause him more pain while he dies.
How can you say no? You saw what he did. Delacour's dead. Now there's nothing can change that, and Percy is not worth it. So he just gets away with it. Is that how it works?
Although the guards do a good job scaring him on their own, the miraculous prisoner John Coffey gives Percy exactly what he deserves. He uses his powers to transfer an ailment to Percy, who ends up committed to the same asylum he planned to work at. A man who mistreated prisoners is left a prisoner of his own mind. Number 6. Yosef Tarasov, John Wick. In the annals of movie screw-ups, they don't get much bigger than this. Yosef Tarasov is the spoiled heir to a Russian gangster.
I heard you struck my son.
Yes, sir, I did.
May I ask why?
Yeah, well, because he stole John Wick's car, sir, and, killed his dog.
While at a gas station, he offers John Wick money for his car and pets his newly acquired dog. John refuses, so Yosef beats John, steals his car, and kills his dog.
An opportunity to grieve Analo. And your son took that from me. Stole that from me. Killed that from me!
Yosef is soon informed of the gravity of his mistake by his father. John Wick is a former assassin who was gifted that dog by his late wife. John's rampage sends Yosef on the run, but in the end, there's no one left to hide behind. Yosef is gunned down, still trying to insist that it was just a dog. Number 5. Hans Gruber, Die Hard. Hans Gruber is one of the most entertaining and engaging villains in action movie history, but even he needs to get what's coming to him.
Nice suit. John Phillips, London. I have two myself.
A thief posing as a terrorist, Gruber is merciless to the hostages his crew takes at Los Angeles' Nakatomi Plaza. But he makes the mistake of taking over the building where John McClane's wife works.
But I need the code key because I am interested in the $640 million in negotiable bearer bonds that you have locked in your vault.
The NYPD detective launches a one-man war from inside the building. But in the end, it comes down to a confrontation between the two of them. McClane gets the drop on Hans with a hidden gun, and Hans takes a drop of his own. The shock on his face is priceless.
Well, I hope that's not a hostage.
Number 4. Thanos, Avengers Endgame. Thanos is perhaps the most prolific fictional mass murderer of all time. With a snap of his fingers, he disintegrates half of all life in the universe.
You should have gone for the head.
How could such a crime ever be avenged? Well, Earth's mightiest heroes do their best. First, they track the Mad Titan and cut his head off.
Thank you, daughter. Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
But when a time-traveling version of the Conqueror from the past comes to the future, it's up to Iron Man to give Thanos a taste of his own medicine. A costly use of the Infinity Stones by Tony Stark reduces Thanos, his armies, and his ambitions to dust. He may be inevitable, but Tony is Iron Man.
And I am Iron Man.
Number 3. Hans Landa, Inglourious Bastards. Nicknamed the Jew Hunter, Austrian SS officer Hans Landa is a terrifying foe.
You're sheltering enemies of the state, are you not?
Yes.
He's cunning, ruthless, and opportunistic, willing to do anything to further his own self-interest, whether that's tracking down Jews in hiding or plotting against his own superiors. When he decides to switch sides and assist the bastards in killing Hitler, he negotiates for a comfortable new life in America.
I would like the United States of America to purchase property for me on Nantucket Island.
It seems he'll get away with all his crimes scot-free. However, they don't call them the bastards for nothing. Aldo Rain decides to shoot Landa's accomplice and give Landa a swastika he can't take off.
I'm gonna give you something you can't take off.
Number 2. Count Tyrone Rugen, The Princess Bride. The right-hand man of Prince Humperdinck, Count Rugen is arguably even worse than his boss.
Your princess is really quite a winning creature. Trifle simple, perhaps, but appeal is undeniable.
The sadist crafts one of the most fiendish torture implements in fiction and uses it on Wesley. But that's not his worst crime. The six-fingered man took the life of Inigo Montoya's father after ordering a sword from him and trying to cheat him.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Inigo Montoya finally catches up with his father's killer and delivers his immortal words of vengeance in an extended duel that leaves Rugen begging for his life. But the one thing Inigo wants, Rugen can't deliver.
Offer me everything I ask for.
Anything you want.
I want my father back, you son of a bitch.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Commodus, Gladiator. Some villains are just infinitely hateable. Commodus does plenty to deserve the hate.
You would fight me?
Why not? Do you think I'm afraid?
I think you've been afraid all your life.
He kills his father, Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. He has his General Maximus's family murdered. He threatens his nephew. And the less said about his feelings for his sister, the better.
I'm tired of being strong. My brother hates all the world, and you most of all.
But Commodus's misdeeds come back to haunt him when Maximus debuts as a gladiator in the Colosseum. Eventually, Commodus battles Maximus in a duel. Despite being stabbed beforehand, Maximus manages to defeat the contemptible ruler before succumbing to his wounds. It's fitting that Commodus's body is left to rot, while Maximus is honored in death. Sic semper tyrannis, thus always to tyrants.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.